Obviously it's a beach dress, so it's going to be short. You really feel good in it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very exciting for me because I'm going to be talking about a new brand I've recently bought from. This brand is LoveShackFancy. If you've heard about it, yay, that's awesome because I think it's a beautiful brand and I'm very excited to talk about it today. So before going into what I bought and what I think of the brand so far and what I eventually would love to buy from them, I wanted to just quickly give you a bit of an overview of what the brand is about. So basically, LoveShackFancy was a brand created by Rebecca Hessel-Cohen, and actually it's a New York City based brand, but it's very inspired by the beach and it's very like fairy-like, and I don't know, it's just really whimsical. And honestly, go check out their Instagram because you will definitely see their aesthetic right away. I feel like you like it or you don't because it's quite girly, but it's also very chill and very down to earth, but at the same time very girly, and yeah, just like a lot of pretty designs. And I don't know, anyways, I really recommend you to go check out their Instagram and their shop online. I would say that LoveShackFancy is definitely a premium brand, meaning that their dresses, for example, as you can see in the background, I'm gonna talk about that one afterwards, I'm so excited, but their dresses is basically between $200 to up to $1,000 for like very long and complex designs for like the dresses, and the tops as well is between $200 to $500, so it's definitely more of a premium brand. Also, unfortunately, since I live in Europe, in Switzerland, the shipping that they have a free shipping for the US. They don't have it for Europe, at least not Switzerland, and it's very expensive, the shipping, so it makes the whole item extremely expensive and it's tough for me to buy from their official website. However, recently I actually shopped from Net-a-Porter because I really wanted to shop from them once at least in my life, and I saw that they had sales like a month ago up to 80% off, and I mean, on designer items it's a bit tough for me to purchase them anyways, even with 80% off, but I saw that they had LoveShackFancy and that they had up to 80% off on LoveShackFancy. So I was like, I need to check out what they have because it's maybe the only time I can actually purchase from them, like we never know. So I just looked through the stuff and I found one thing that I really wanted, and it was a swimsuit that I will show everything afterwards. And then a few weeks after I got a dress, so I basically have two items from them. So basically I'm also gonna talk about Net-a-Porter in this video because since it was the first time that I was buying from them, I want to give you a bit my feedback, especially if you come from Europe or from Switzerland especially. I'd love to give you a bit my feedback because I know that Switzerland is tough because we have a lot of taxes, shipping is very expensive, there's a lot of things, like if you online shop, you know the struggle when you're Swiss, so I mean from Switzerland. So I just wanted to give you a bit of my experience with Net-a-Porter. So Net-a-Porter works that way. The shipping is around €7 or $7, but anyways, around €7, let's say, for Switzerland. And what you get is you get your item with a box, and then inside it's always very nicely packaged. For the swimsuit, I will explain to you, I had an actual LoveShackFancy little package to have the swimsuit in it, and then the dress was in a Net-a-Porter like cover that you can put your clothes in, like the big covers. So it was really well done, the package was really secure, and inside you have everything, all the papers you need, and you also have all the papers you need if you want to return an item. And I actually returned an item, I will tell you afterwards, and I will tell you how the process went because it went really swiftly. And the advantage is that you don't get any taxes because they deliver with DHL, if I'm not mistaken, and DHL usually they don't have taxes, at least I never had that issue. I had taxes with the regular post that would just like ask for a certain amount if my order was more than 65 francs. Now let's get going into what I bought and what I think of the items I bought. So as I was explaining, the items were up to 80% off on the website, and the swimsuit that I got was actually 80% off. It's originally up to $300, I remember, and I got 80% off, so you can calculate. I got it for a really good price. I was very happy because I was on the hunt for a one-piece swimsuit for a while. I only own two-piece swimsuits. I'm a huge fan of those, but I was like, I think I need a one-piece. It's always nice to have one, and I don't know, I felt like I just wanted to get one. And I went for a beautiful one from LoveShackFancy. The color is amazing. Like, I don't own any swimsuit that color, and I don't own any swimsuit with that design, so I just do not regret it at all. So this is a swimsuit. I really hope you can see a little bit what it looks like. The back is actually an open back, as you can see, so it's not too low, which which I'm very happy about because when it's too low, it just becomes really vulgar. And I find that they just do it in a very beautiful, feminine way. I'm amazed by it. As you can see, this is a bit the design of it. So you have all the ruffles all the way around here, and it's this beautiful light blue color with these blue colored flowers all over it. It's a typical print from LoveShackFancy. They are really flowery prints, very feminine prints. It's a beautiful swimsuit. It fits really well. If you're interested, I got it in a medium, which is I think a perfect size. And what I love is that you can always change the straps behind if it's too small, too big. Other than that, it fits beautifully well, very flattering. You also get this little strap, we could say, or it's not really a strap, it's more like a belt that basically you can wear around the waist, or you don't have to, but I love the look of it. I feel like it really adds something to a regular swimsuit. So yeah, I'd say I'm really in love with it. It's the first time that I own such a complex and beautiful feminine swimsuit in a one piece, so I love it. And the quality is beautiful. It's really, it's not too thick, but it's not too thin, because when you have a very thin swimsuit, like first of all, you see everything, like everything's see-through, and then it's just not a good quality. But this one, you really feel good in it. Like it's not see-through, nothing. So I cannot wait to wear it this summer. I'm very, very excited. As I was explaining, my swimsuit arrived actually in a little pouch, and I'm gonna show it to you. It's so beautiful. It's this little pouch right here. So it's the beautiful flowery print. This time it's pink purpley color with flowers all over it, and in gold it's written LoveShackFancy. And I love this little detail that I'm gonna show you on right here where you can close it. It's all little flowers. It's so beautiful. It's typical their brand. As you can see, it's this beautiful little pattern, like little flowers all over. So yeah, so it arrived in this, and it arrived really well. I was extremely happy with that purchase. Following this, I had searched a bit net-a-porter for the other items from LoveShackFancy, and I always wanted a dress because one of my favorite YouTubers you probably saw from my vlogs in the past, I met Gabi Demartino, who is a YouTuber, influencer, but especially a YouTuber online. She's very girly and she does a lot of luxury hauls, and she was presenting, I think it was last year, some LoveShackFancy dresses, and I felt like it looked beautiful on her, and we're both pretty short, so I felt like if it looked good on her, it should look good on me. So I was looking a little bit at the dresses, and not a lot of dresses were that great because, you know, when it's 80% off, most of the time it's because there's a reason. Maybe it just doesn't sell well. But anyways, I saw a dress that I loved. I was just obsessed with it, and I kept on looking at it, and I knew that the price was so good. It was a dress I think that was originally up to $400, and it was down to $110 or $120, and I was looking at it, and they only had, I think, medium and large left. That's what I want to talk about, returns with net-a-porter when you're in Switzerland, because what happened is that I got it delivered and it was too big. There's a lot of ruffles on the dress, which I'm gonna show you afterwards, so it just made me look like a huge cupcake, and it didn't look good at all. So I decided to return it, and that's how easy it was. I'm gonna tell you. You had all the papers needed. You just had to be careful to not take off the tags, obviously, not destroy the box or anything, not like destroy the dress or anything. Just put back the dress in like the little cover that they have from net-a-porter in the package, put back like the tape around it, and then you had all the papers necessary to put on the box. You didn't have to pay anything. I didn't have to like pay anything at all. The only loss I had was the shipping to make it come to Switzerland, but nothing else. I didn't have to pay for anything else. And then I just had to go to like a DHL like place. So I just had to like drop off my package there, and it was sent back, and a few days after the money was already back on my bank account. So it was very easy and very fast. Obviously I was pretty sad because I still loved the dress, but I didn't want to keep something too big. So weirdly enough, one morning I was just wanting to go through net-a-porter to see if they had other designs, other dresses, and I checked the dress that I had purchased before, and they had a small back in stock. So right away I got it, and it was delivered very fast. That's also something I wanted to say. Net-a-porter delivers in around 3-4 days to Switzerland, so it's great. I think it comes from the United Kingdom, so it makes sense, but it's very rare that this happens, so I was very happy to receive it so fast. And I'm gonna show you the dress because obviously the small is perfect. It fits really, really well, and I will try to film a little clip of me wearing it for you to have an idea. I am pretty short, so you will be able to see how it looks on a shorter girl. This is the dress. So it's very hard to see on camera, obviously, that's why I want to show once I'm wearing it. But as you can see, it's a lot of ruffles. It's cotton, so it's a great material, and it's this creamy color, not too yellow, not too white. On the camera I feel like it looks a bit too white, but it's cream, and it has this beautiful like broderie anglaise, we could say, and a lot of ruffles. Obviously it's a beach dress, so it's going to be short. It's not see-through at all, which I'm very happy about, because if it's a light color like that, it's always a risk. But thankfully it's lined, so you definitely don't see anything. And what I love the most is that they made it in a way that is so smart, that first of all you have an elastic at the waist, which make it look so flattering on your figure. And then the back of the dress is longer than the front. It covers up everything and it's just much more flattering as well. So I love it. And at the front you have these little buttons that you can also like unbutton if you want to make it a bit more chill, relaxed, laid back. But it's a beautiful dress. The sleeves are a little bit too puffed to my liking, but I think we can depuff them by maybe ironing them or something. There's also like little stripes on it. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, I love it, and I really don't regret it, because for the price I'm not sure I would have found that good of a deal again. So I'm very glad I got it, and I cannot wait for the summer for these two items to be worn a lot. So this is pretty much it for my video today. I really hope you learned quite a bit about net-a-porter, especially if you're from Switzerland. Maybe it helps you out. For LoveShackFancy, so far I have to say that I love the quality. I love how it fits. I might just maybe once give you a bit of a better review once I have worn these items. But so far I am really in love with the quality, the designs, and everything. Let me know if you own something from LoveShackFancy. And yeah, just let me know what you thought about this video, what you thought about the brand. Go check out their Instagram because it's just so beautiful. I guess that I can tell you, subscribe to my channel if you're interested to see more of these type of reviews and more about fashion and beauty. And I will see you next week in my next video. Bye bye!